got you on all channels, people. The Pawn King is open and the dealing can commence.
You're back. We've been listening on the radio. Nothing but a bunch of dead air. What happened?
You were wrong about Mama's plan. Turns out the tower doesn't give a shit about commanding the airwaves. They were there for a generator. Loaded it up and got away before I could stop them.
A generator? Why would they want that? We got all the power we need at the compound.
It's true. The tower doesn't use a ton of electricity. What they need, they get from solar. Generators eat up fuel, which is, like, very limited.
So, what the hell's going on here?
Looks like some plotting and scheming to me.
Fucking mama. Always one step ahead.
Damn. I was really looking forward to people hearing JB raging again. We gotta find a way to get it on air.
Don't worry, it'll get out there. We can't let this derail our plan. So, you got anything else to report, tourist?
Found a cool map. It's got some scribbles on it.
Can't be that cool. Let me see it. It's a tower map. I recognize the patrol routes. Looks like it lays out some exile locations in different parts of the city. Maybe they're encampments, fortifications.
Mama's not gonna tolerate a priest organizing a bunch of exiles. She's coming for them, and they gotta get ready.
Thank you, tourist. This is useful. We'll be in touch again when we figure out our next move. In the meantime, keep yourself safe.
I'll be ready.
Tourists, we've been staring at that door for hours hoping you'd come through it. Damn good to see you.
Hey,
What's the matter? The priest put you in a bad mood? He can be a pushy son of a bitch.
Sounds familiar.
Can it, Dez? What did Father Carter have to say?
he's in. He did have a few stipulations. He gave me a letter to give to you.
That son of a bitch. All right, put it in the drawer. Man of God, my ass. He's a wolf, this guy. Shifty, but fuck it. He can have it his way. With the preacher bringing his exiles to the table, we will have people in every corner of this city. There's a whole lot of demand out there, tourists, and everybody in NOLA's gonna know that the Pond King always delivers.
It doesn't sound as cool as you think.
Keep quiet, Dez. I'm doing business with the tourists. You'll get your cut once the goods start flowing through here from our exiled friends. With everybody still dazed from the shitstorm in Old Town and the reserve fiasco, this trade network is the perfect plan at the perfect time. Supplies have never been harder to come by.
Just make sure my cut is substantial, Sonny. Then we won't have a problem.
I'll tell you what I tell all my associates. I haven't operated this fine establishment for 28 years, through a fucking apocalypse even, by breaking my promises. You've got my word, and my word is good as solid gold.
It's true. He does say that to everybody.
That's enough, Dez. One thing you gotta know about the exiles, they're like catfish, night feeders. So you'll need to venture out after dark to do business with them. Work that UV flashlight to find where they've set up shop. It's a whole different ballgame at night. But the exiles say it's the best time to scavenge. Less competition, lots more loot.
I'm not scared of the dark. I dig it. Soothes me.
Okay, Dracula. Just giving you a heads up. Listen, while you're here, I got a favor to ask you. It would help the trade network out a whole lot. Our old friend Henri, he had stuff hidden all over this town. He was like a fucking squirrel. Couple of nuts here, couple of nuts there. Most of it I could care less. But he and I were in the middle of a deal for one of those stashes, and then he got himself dead. I happen to know where he hid it. You can keep whatever else you find, but the batteries, those belong to me.
Sounds simple enough. Where do I need to go?
The spot ain't too far from here. An old recording studio in the French Quarter. Lots of fond memories. Henri and I used to do session gigs there. Him on slide, me on bass. We even played with Slim Dog Fortune once, if you can believe that.
Recording studio, French Quarter. Anything else I need to know?
Yeah, how to get into the place. The cat who owned the recording studio was a lunatic. Martinique the Martian Driscoll. He was a bit on the paranoid side, thinking everyone was out to steal from him. Didn't trust us musician types as far as he could throw us out the front door. He was always switching the door code, sometimes every other day.
Where do I find the code?
The Martian was something of a ladies' man. Had a dalliance with a different lady every week. So he set himself up with a private suite at the Hotel Eclair. Every time he changed the door code to the studio, he'd leave it there for whoever he had coming around. You find room 212, you find the code.
I was just at the Hotel Eclair. Place is infested.
One last thing. We're not gonna be keeping regular business hours from here on out. Security reasons. I'm sure you get it. We'll shout out on the radio when the doors are open, so stay tuned in. Good luck to you, tourists.
Suspending the herd. Memorial Lane. Food supply confirmed. Bastion. Focus supply raid.
512. Garrick. Was there time before we met? I don't know anymore. Sure, there was growing up and taking our bumps and bruises, falling down, clawing our way back up. There was stumbling toward each other without knowing it, bathed in the darkness of innocence. Is there anything darker? But the dawn of everything was that moment, here, right on this patch of earth where we met. You remember it better than I do. You remember everything. That Tuesday afternoon was the beginning of time. The time is running out. Walls are closing in. Look around. Even this sacred place has been corrupted. It's still out there. Alive, cutting through everything to reach us. Do not despair. And do not stop. He will find us. Time is definitely not on our side, so fuck time. Let's transcend it.
tourist. In the flesh.
Who the fuck are you?
I am Garrick.
Who?
You haven't given me much thought. But I have been thinking a lot about you. You're not as I expected.
Is that right? What'd you expect?
A human wrecking ball.
I'd go with force of nature, but that might be overdoing it.
No one told me you had a sense of humor.
Yeah, let's just keep that between the two of us. So, what's this all about?
I persuaded the Pawn King to set this up. I suspected you wouldn't meet with me otherwise. You knew my wife, May. And I need to speak with you about her.
I knew May.
I appreciate your honesty. Most people will lie when they find themselves cornered. Perhaps you have heard the tales about me. That I am mad, a cannibal. The tower convinced May I was executed for my supposed crimes. A burning pile of lies. The perpetrators, all of them, will pay. And their numbers are dwindling. Rapidly. You were the last to see May alive. You know her fate.
Last I saw her, she was alive.
Alive? You expect me to believe that?
Look, if she's dead, I'm sorry. I had nothing to do with it.
Lies, exactly as I suspected. But the truth no longer matters. My decision has been made. You will face retribution.
I told you it wasn't me. But if you're looking for a fight, then let's cut to the chase.
I'm grateful we had the chance to speak, tourist. To put a face to a name. Our paths will cross again. That shiver you feel will be my breath on your neck. That knot in your stomach, my footsteps drawing near. That screaming nightmare, the sound of my voice. You will know the dread you have wrought upon my family. And then, when I have seen enough of your suffering, you will face the truth of your depravity. For now, I will let you live. But only for as long as it amuses me.